Myself, Dr. Basir Ahmad Khan, Assistant Professor of Physics, Krishnath College. This is lecture 1 of Module 9. Module 9 consists with two topics. First one is photoelectric effect and second one is Compton effect. Today I will discuss on the first topic, photoelectric effect. In photoelectric effect, the points that I am discussing here: what is photoelectric effect, importance of photoelectric effect, next is experimental study, and lastly Einstein's theory of photoelectric effect with failure of classical wave theory. Now the first point, what is photoelectric effect? Photoelectric effect is a phenomena that the emission of electron from a metal surface when the metal surface is irradiated by an electromagnetic wave or light with a particular frequency or a particular wavelength of light. This is known as photoelectric effect. That means light is incident on a metal surface, and for a particular wavelength or a particular frequency of this light, the electron is emitted from the metal surface. This is known as photoelectric effect. This is the emission of electrons from a metal surface, now which irradiated by electromagnetic wave of proper wavelength. The importance of photoelectric effect. The importance of photoelectric effect is very vital, that this experiment shows or this experiment explain the particle nature of light. Particle nature of light. That means this is an example or this is an experiment that shows that light is a particle nature as well as wave nature. This is the main importance in this experiment. That means photoelectric effect shows or explain the particle nature of light. Now the experimental study. This is an arrangement, experimental arrangement. Here A is a emitter, and this is A, this is B plate is collector. B plate is connected with the positive terminal of a battery. This is positive terminal, this is negative terminal, and light is incident on the A plate. This is light incident on the A plate. The current due to this experiment, that means photoelectricity current, this is measured by a microammeter M. This is microammeter M, and the voltage between two plates A and B is measured by the voltmeter V. This is the experimental arrangement of photoelectric effect. Now when light is incident on the plate A, the electrons from the metal surface of A is emitted, and if electron is emitted and if we connect the B plate into the positive terminal of the battery, then electrons are going in this way and we get the current in this direction. We get the current in the circuit in this direction. Therefore, if we increase the potential of the B plate, then current will increases, and after a certain value the current in this circuit is saturated. Now next point is that if we connect the A terminal, if we connect the A terminal into the positive terminal with the positive terminal of the battery, then current will decreases. First point is that A terminal is connected with negative and B terminal is connected with positive terminal of a battery. Light is incident on A plate and electrons are moving in this way towards the B plate. Therefore, current flow in the circuit becomes in this direction. Current flow is in this direction. Now if we increase the potential, then we get more current, and after a certain voltage, and with this increases the voltage, but we see that the current reaches a maximum value and saturated. Now second point is that if we connect the A terminal into the A plate into the positive terminal of battery, that means it will become positive. A terminal is positive, then current will decreases, and after a certain negative positive voltage of A plate, the currents totally becomes zero. Whatever the voltage or whatever the light incident on the plate A, and this reverse potential is known as stopping potential. Even if the intensity of incident radiation is increased, the plate current still remains zero. However, now when B is positive with respect to A, and increase in intensity of radiation causes the current to increase as shown in 2 figure. That means here if we plot the photoelectric current with collector voltage B, then we will get two types of figure. First one is when intensity of radiation is varying when frequency is fixed, and second one, frequency is varying with but intensity is fixed. There are two types of figure we plot here with the photoelectric current with the collector voltage. One is when intensity is varying of the light, incident light, but frequency is fixed. Next one, frequency is varied with intensity is fixed. Now first one, now when this is current and this is collector voltage, this is current and this is collector voltage. Now frequency is constant. Frequency is constant means frequency of incident light is constant, and here intensity is varied. Then with zero voltage, with intensity I1, the current is here, intensity I2, if I2 is greater than I1, then intensity current is greater at zero voltage, and this is for I3. Now after increasing the collector voltage, current slightly increase and then saturates value, slightly increase and then saturate value, slightly increase then saturated value. But here in this direction, in this region, we see that when the voltage of A plate, is positive, that means reverse voltage, we see that at this particular voltage, for a particular frequency of for a particular frequency of light, the current totally zero, with however the intensity is different, but current totally zero for a particular this voltage, and this voltage is called stopping potential. That means when the potential of A plate is positive, with respect to B plate, that means reverse potential, then the current is totally zero at a particular voltage. This reverse voltage is called stopping potential, and this curve shows the photoelectric current with collector voltage when frequency is constant and frequency of the incident light is constant but intensity is different. Next one, we see the current versus voltage plot when intensity is constant. In the previous figure, frequency is constant, and in this figure intensity is constant and frequency is varied. Then we see that with the increasing value of voltage, current slightly increases and then saturated. For this line, current slightly increases then saturated. But in this region, particularly in this region, when frequency is minimum, the current will be zero for small negative voltage here. Then if frequency is slightly greater than nu1, that means nu2, this is the stopping potential. That means it requires more negative to decrease the zero current into the zero current. When frequency is nu3, which is greater than nu2, then the graph shows it requires more negative potential to stop the current. That means this curve shows that larger frequency light, we have to more negative potential to stop the current. That means here I conclude that the frequency is more vital or effective than the intensity of light in photoelectric effect. That means more larger frequency light means more negative potential to stop the current. That means more frequency light indicates larger number of electrons emitted. That's why we have to more negative potential to stop the current. Now the characteristic in this experiment, the outcomes or characteristics of photoelectric effect experiment. First one is photoelectric current I is proportional to intensity of radiation. Here I see that intensity of radiation. The velocity of emitted electron is 0 to the definite maximum. Next, kinetic energy of electron depends on frequency of incident light, not on the intensity of light. Next, there is certain frequency below which no electrons are emitted for a particular metal. This is called threshold frequency. That means there is a particular frequency of incident light below which no electrons are emitted from a metal surface. And last one, emission of photoelectron is almost instantaneous. That means no time gap between incident light and emission of electron. Now the failure of wave theory, classical wave theory. Failure of classical wave theory. Now according to classical wave theory, the light of higher intensity consists of stronger fields. So a high intensity radiation should emit electrons at high velocities. I repeat again, according to classical wave theory, the light of higher intensity consists of stronger fields. So a high intensity radiation should emit electrons at high velocities. But this is contrary to observed fact, because high intensity radiation should not emit high velocities. It only influence the number of electrons emission. There is no high velocity electrons are emitted in a high intensity radiation. The number of when the radiation is when radiation starts, that means when the frequency of the light is more than the critical value of frequency, intense emission of electron starts. Then if I increase the intensity of light, then the more electrons are emitted from the metal surface. But starting point is that intensity, the light intensity should be greater than the critical intensity of light, critical frequency of light. That means if the intensity is large, then the emission of electron will be large, but the velocity or kinetic energy of electron depends on the frequency of the incident light. Next one is, according to this theory, that means classical theory, one may expect that light of low frequency, if sufficiently intense, light of low frequency but sufficiently intense, be as effective as the light of high frequency. I repeat again, according to classical theory, classical wave theory, one may expect that light of low frequency, if sufficiently intense, light of low frequency but sufficiently intense, be as effective as the light of high frequency. But this is false. Actual thing is that there is a critical frequency for each metal called threshold frequency, below which no photoelectric effect is observed. That means if we choose a light of low frequency but high intense, it is not effective for photoelectric effect. Lastly, according to classical theory, energy is distributed uniformly over a wavefront. So either all the surface electrons or none will be emitted when illuminated by light. But experimental observation shows that electrons can be emitted from any part of the metal. That means classical wave theory fails to explain the photoelectric effect. Now Einstein theory for photoelectric effect. Now Einstein theory Einstein theory of photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect. Now Einstein proposed the correct explanation of photoelectric effect by extending Planck's quantum theory of radiation with the fundamental concept of Planck's radiation. Einstein explained the reason or the reason behind the photoelectric effect. Now he assumed that not only he assumed that not only radiation is emitted or absorbed in discrete quanta called photon, but also travel in the form of quanta with the speed of light. That means energy quanta of speed of light. Energy quanta. This is energy quanta moves with the speed of light. Second one, he assumed the energy of a photon is so localized that it can transfer whole of its energy content to one electron. That means, I repeat again this point, the energy h nu of a photon is so localized that it can transfer whole of its energy content to one electron. A photon can transfer either all of its energy or nothing. No fractional energy transfer takes place. This is the second. Third one, electrons do not normally leave a metal surface of their own. This is very simple. Electrons do not normally leave a metal surface of their own because they are bound in the metal. A certain minimum energy is required to release an electron from the metal surface, and this is called work function of the metal. This is called work function of the metal. This is work function of the metal, and work function depends on the metal. If we choose different metal, that means different work function. When photon falls on a metal, they are either reflected or disappear, giving up their total energies to knock out the electrons. Now when a photon of energy h nu is absorbed by an electron, the electron is emitted only if energy is electron, only if this is greater than work function. That means energy is greater than the work function. Then the electron from the metal surface is coming out, and the balance of the energy is taken by the electrons as its kinetic energy in emission. Thus the maximum kinetic energy of the emitted photoelectron is given by half m v max square equal to h nu minus phi. This is the important relation of photoelectric effect, and where phi is the work function. Suppose a frequency nu 0 a light of frequency nu 0 emits an electron from the metal surface with zero velocity. I repeat again this point. Suppose a light of frequency nu 0, emits an electron from the metal surface with zero velocity. That means just emit. Then this frequency is called critical frequency or threshold frequency. This is called threshold frequency. This is called threshold frequency. This is called threshold frequency. That means phi equal to h nu 0. Phi is the work function. That means minimum energy required to knock or to emit an electron from the metal surface. This is work function, and the work function is related with threshold, corresponds with the threshold frequency. That means the frequency that emit an electron with just from metal surface with zero velocity. That means phi equal to h nu 0. Then this equation 1 becomes half mv square, half mv max square, v max square equal to, v max means maximum velocity of electron, equal to h common nu minus nu 0. This is the famous Einstein's photoelectric effect relation, the relation of photoelectric effect. This is known as Einstein photoelectric equation, and this equation explain now when the frequency of the incident light, what explanation? When the frequency nu less than nu 0, there is no photoelectric effect. No photoelectric effect. No photoelectric effect occurs. The explanation is that now when nu less than nu 0, no photoelectric effect occurs. That means kinetic energy becomes negative, which is impossible. That means no photoelectric effect occurs. Second point is that intensity increase, intensity increase, intensity, intensity increase, intensity increases, intensity increases, but nu less than nu 0. Intensity increases, but nu less than nu 0. This is also indicates that there is no photoelectric effect. There is no photoelectric effect because photoelectric effect there is no photoelectric effect because the increase in intensity of incident radiation means the increase in number of photons falling per unit area of the emitting surface per second. It does not increase the kinetic energy of photoelectron. So therefore the low the frequency is made whenever a photon with nu greater than nu 0, nu greater equal to nu 0, only when the emission of photoelectron occurs instantaneously, because the process may be considered as a collision between a photon and a electron. This is only photoelectric effect photoelectric effect sorry photoelectric effect photoelectric effect photoelectric effect occurs. Okay.